Hello, everyone. So, my name is Jonathan Lima. I'm a software architect. I have more than 20 years working with software development, and I will start create some videos and short videos, in fact, to help and to share knowledge about many subjects. We will have AI that it's on the table now. We will have patterns, we will have security, we will have scalability, we will have market, we have jobs in Europe, Portugal, and other countries. We will have colleagues that will will participate also with interviews, leadership chats, some podcasts. But today I will start the video creation with I think a good pattern and a good subject to put on the table that it's a CQRS. Okay. Let me start here. Okay, we have today's open. Okay, CQRS. Let's speak about it. Okay, what is CQRS? Command, query, responsibility segregation. Why responsibility segregation? Yes, exactly. Because query we can understand with transactions and command, transactions, query, read, operations. Okay? And why? Why we need use this pattern? It's CQRS, it's common. Each developer, each product owner, Scrum Master, PO, manager, I don't know. Okay, why we shouldn't use CQRS? First of all, the decision to use CQRS, it's performance. Second one, the 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 domains, okay? Separation for domains. Three, of course, events. Why events? Imagine that you have a microservice A, microservice B, and another C. And then the microservice A just save some information on the database. And that information, it's necessary the B and C knows. It's called event. Each time some event is created, I can replicate that information in others microservices. Okay, these informations can be shared with others microservices on my ecosystem using our events. Okay, so that's three reasons. If you have that three mandatory points to take attention on our architecture, I think it's a good thing. Think in secure our RS. Okay, so I will try here on this presentation, try to explain to you all main points on this architecture. Okay, so first we have aggregators. What is aggregators? Let's think in an online store. Online store. Let's check in Amazon. So, what is the concept behind the aggregator? Aggregator, the name, it's very clear. Aggregate some functionalities. So, if I have, for example, products can be aggregated. Why? Because I have many functionalities here. For example, create product. I have update product. I have delete product. Users, the same thing. Create users, delete users, update users. Shopping carts, the same. I have add on the shopping cart, remove on the shopping cart, pay the shopping cart. So each domain that I can aggregate functionalities, it's an aggregator. This is very important inside the concept behind the CQRS, okay? In another video, we will see the annotation aggregate. Not to now, but just to save this information here, okay? So, in resume, aggregate domains, it's like domains that can have many functionalities, okay? This is aggregate. Let's see here this big picture that I separated here, that's two sides here. On the first side, we have the command big picture, which is the comments. I told you here, it's related to all transactions that we can save on the database, okay? What we have today related to transactions, we have creations, we have updates, updates, we have deletion. All that informations, it's transactions that it's necessary execute on the database. So that transactions, it's called commands. And the process is simple. We have our API that will have the interface commands gateway. Okay, the command gateway comes from the Axon server. I will explain what is Axon server. Not to now, but I will. Returning, coming back to this point. On the APIs, we have gets, posts, etc. We have the command gateway that interface will call the command handler annotation, okay? The command handler annotation, the method that it's annotated with the command handler annotation, will receive as parameter a command object, okay? Jonathan, how my command gateway can found the correct command handler? Because the parameter. The command handler must be the correct parameter to the command gateway. The command gateway will, for example, let's do an example here. I will create a new user. I will have a class called create user commands. Okay, it's a class. GTO, for example. And if my parameter on this method here that it's annotated with command handler receive the same object here, the command gateway automatically will find the correct method and send the request to that. Okay. Yes, it's like a magician. So after the command handler, it's mandatory we have the event sourcing handler. Yes, because it's like, okay, I received this, but it's not my responsible handle this object. I will need to apply to some other method, and I will apply to method that it's annotated to the event source handle. Let's see here this word event. Here I have command. Here I have event. The parameter for this method will be a event. Sorry. And the event on this method, you will save the information on the Axon server, okay? Returning, come back to the start. My APIs has a command gateway that, according the correct parameter object, will send the information to the correct command handler. The command handler will receive this, and on that point, will apply an event. And the method that it's receiving the correct event, for example, in this case is create user event. Okay. If my method has this object, the correct command handler will send the information to the correct event source handler. In the event source handler, we will save the event on the Axon. Okay. It's clear till now? Okay. After that, this annotation it's not mandatory. Not mandatory. But this annotation is very important because after the event sourcing be saved on the Axon, this event handler will intercept this annotation and execute. For example, imagine that it's necessary to save something on the database. It's necessary you intercept that event because you need, for example, imagine that was saved the event 1, 2, 3 on the Axon, and on the database was saved the event number 1. No, it's wrong. Here on the event handler, we need intercept the correct event that it's saved here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, to save it on the database. And then the event handler is very important because this annotation will be possible you intercept your event and save it on the database. Okay, this is the workflow for commands modules. Okay, I mean, I'm saying modules because I like to separate my projects as modules. For example, I have the commands microservices, and the query microservices. Okay, I like to do this. It's one approach, but we will see on the next videos. Okay, but related to the command side, it's not a mystery. We have some APIs that has a command gateway, dependency injection. The dependency injection, according to create the correct parameter, will found the correct command handler. Command handler will found the correct event source handling according the parameter also. But we have DTOs commands and we have event commands. We will see this. And after that, if it's necessary, execute something related with this event that it's saved on the Axon, we need to implement an event handler to intercept it and get the correct event, okay? What is Axon? Axon is a framework that it's largely used with the CQRS. Axon is responsible to save events, save commands, and basically trace and execute all the observability related to this event. Okay, so if something is saved on the Axon server, the other microservices has conditions to intercept this event. Okay, it's very important. Can we have CQRS without Axon? Yes, we can. We can. Do your approach. Uh, uh, Axon, it's just a tool, a framework that help us to manage this. But you can manage it using MongoDB. I saw many projects that the developers just using Mongo with some particular annotations, because command handler, event source handler, command gateway, query gateway, these annotations is related to the Axon framework. If you are not using Axon, it's our approach. We don't have the command and the event sources, okay? But the workflow, it's the same. It's the same. You always will have aggregators that will intercept things, save on the database. And one thing that let me try clear some space, create some space here to explain something. So it's okay, it's good. These annotations, these annotations, it's used on the aggregate classes, okay? This the annotation aggregate. It's mandatory to be possible recognize these annotations, okay? Uh, Basically, it's used on the aggregation classes. What classes we have on this CQRS? We have aggregation class, aggregation, and we have also classes related to projectors. What is projectors? Classes responsible to connect the event handlers with databases, for example. Uh, it's a component from the Spring. It's a component, normal component, but it's just a pattern, nomenclature pattern to separate. Like, okay, here it's my DDD, my use case, and here it's the class that will work like projections, repository, and so on. Okay, it's just a separation class. But the command side, that's it. Taking a look in a big picture related to the query. Query, it's more simple. Query is more simple. Query, we have the same approach, APIs, and then we have the query gateway that it came from Axon also. In the query gateway, we found the query handler. Why? How? The same approach, parameters. We have the query objects, and then on the API, we will set up that query object, and then automatically the Axon will intercept the annotation query handler with the same object that I'm sending. And then the database will be invoked, using the repositories like JPA or JDBC native, does not matter. Its process is simple. It's two process, just two process, okay? Also, here on the query modules, also we can have the events to intercept that was created on the Axon server, okay? It's easy because, for example, here on the query side, I can have the informations, hey Jonathan, was created a new product, new prod with the ID 123. And then I can intercept this automatically and, for example, send it to a front end, for example, okay? So this is a big picture related to CQRS. It's taking a look on this presentation, many annotations, many objects for this side to another side. It's seem complex, but it's not. It's not. On the next video, I will try create a simple aggregation. For example, products like save some beverage, and then when this the beverage is created, the information it's intercepted for the others microservices. Okay, this is the video that I will create and I will publish here on my channel on the LinkedIn. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope that the video can help you to clarify things related to the CQRS, and I hope that the next article will be more clear because we will have a live code. Okay. Thank you, and that's it. Good night.